Do not buy Iron Heart Denim if you are an office guy. You are supposed to be a guy who is involved in manual labor works like being a carpenter, being a blacksmith, being a cowboy, being a biker, being a mason, being a carpenter, and so on and so forth. You need some movement or action if you are using an Iron Heart denim. That is number one mistake that I committed when I began to start collecting my Selvedge denim jeans into, Iron Heart. And I have already 5 pairs of Iron Heart jeans and I only use 2 of them. And hopefully I'll be using them for my Indigo Invitational Denim Fade competition. I don't hate Iron Heart, but if you think you are somebody, if you are using an Iron Heart, well, maybe you could be somebody. You can afford to buy a 400 worth of Selvedge denim if you can buy maybe $50 from Uniqlo, or maybe you can buy $65 from Levi's. That's too much. If you want to, to make a fashion statement on Instagram, fine. That's good. There's no problem. So, I've been influenced by guys who went ahead of me in this Indigo Invitational. As I found out, there were 4 guys who landed at the top 10 on the first or second Indigo Invitational. And that's the reason why I was enticed to buy my first Iron Heart. And you know what I got? Of course, the most expensive one, which is $420 for a 25-ounce 634 extra heavy Selvedge denim. And I joined the, I think, second Indigo Invitational. And I'm glad. I placed top 50, I think so. And I was happy. But after that, I thought, I said, why? Why do I have to collect Iron Heart? Why? It's so hard for this Selvedge denim to, have it fade and everything. As I found out that most of these good denim heads who have been involved in, top rank in the Indigo Invitational, they are mechanics, they are blacksmiths, they are farmers, there are riders, riders who deliver food, most especially from my friends in Indonesia, of course my friends in Thailand. They are farmers. They are using their 400 worth denims in their farm, in cleaning their farm. And that's what I do. That's what I did during my first experience with Iron Heart. I use it in cleaning my backyard. I use it in raising some vegetables. And it was really very, very hard. And if you can imagine a extra heavy denim in 25 ounces, it's really hard to be using it. It's really very heavy. It was a lot of dedication, a lot of perseverance, a lot of determination, and I was able to get it. So if you are easy guy who works in an office, you sit in front of your computer and doing office stuff, don't buy Iron Heart. You might as well buy those cheaper ones, lighter ones, and maybe you buy the 14 ounces Iron Heart. But I don't know if you can join the Indigo Invitational and come up with a very nice and decent vintage fade on your denims. So This is only a first part of my story about Iron Heart, using Iron Heart for the past 3 years. You know, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, it was the time that I did not have anything to do. I was only cleaning the backyard and walking and running. And that's the time I discovered about Iron Heart. And in January of 2021, I ordered my first Iron Heart Selvedge Denim because I've been used to Levi's 501, and I used that Levi's 501 as my reference for my first Selvedge Denim from Iron Heart, and it was a mistake to get the heaviest denims jeans from Iron Heart, and I got the 634 extra heavy Selvedge denim, and it took me 1 year to have it fade, but it took me a lot of work in my backyard, and my backyard is 2.5 acres, that's 1 hectare, and almost every day I walk in here. If I don't work, I hike. So if you are not a biker, if you are not involved in manual labor, like carpentry, blacksmithing, and all this manual thing that you have to do, you need some action for you to use and fade your Iron Heart. So for those guys, I know, for those guys, maybe factory worker, or maybe a guy who works in front of the computer, they have extracurricular activities. They get out of the house, they have their BMX bikes, they have their mountain bikes, they go outside and then use their Selvedge denim in their biking. So just the same, the Selvedge denim needs some action for it to be faded beautifully. And as you know, I don't want to say anything bad on other competitors, because for these 3 years that I am involved in fading competition, I could already determine who are the ones cheating in this denim fade competition. I'm not saying everybody is cheating, but you can easily find out if a guy is cheating on his jeans or not. 3 years is a lot of time to experience this kind of endeavor like denim fade. And seldom you can see a guy from the Philippines who would enjoy fading his denims. And the way I see it, only few from the Philippines are involved in this denim fade competition. So if you decide to buy your first Iron Heart denim, think about it, okay? If you're just an ordinary, working in an office, or you are retired like me, and you don't have a lot of backyard to maintain, and if you're just sitting inside your house, reading books or watching TV, don't buy Iron Heart. It's a waste of money. Maybe you can buy Iron Heart, but you just get those lighter weight, like 14 ounces, and in there you can experience already how to fade nice Selvedge denim coming from Iron Heart of Japan. So tomorrow I will continue this talk about Iron Heart, and I think the next chapter will be how to be able to know your size and cut for your first Iron Heart Selvedge denim. So with that, thank you very much, and have a good day. Bye.